In the next few minutes, I'm going to be yapping a lot, just sharing everything I know about funnels from the moment I started this to where I am now. And you're going to be surprised that you don't even need to be like an expert at this. You just need to like follow a key set of rules and just understand how funnels work at the really base level. So, what is a funnel? First of all, don't listen to anybody else. Just know that a funnel is just where you convert someone who doesn't know anything about your business into a paying customer. And that's it. It's that simple. All right. And how do we do that? Well, we have a lot of ways in order to convert someone to become a customer. We can do that in our chats. We can do that through our website. And specifically, we have this what we call funnel, which is just another way of saying website, but it's just really more focused on the sale, right? Not giving out information, not you know anything else. It's just having that sale. So, with that being said, I actually have prepared here 10 commandments. So I want you to know that I'm not the most expert at funnels. I'm telling you, I think I am still a beginner at this point. There are a lot of people who are better than me, but I am making a lot of sales. That's no doubt. And that just proves that you don't need to be like an expert at this. And sometimes being an expert actually is a disadvantage because experts tend to overcomplicate a lot of stuff. So, rule number one is do not or forget everything you know about websites. We were taught, whether in school or in other courses, that you gotta make this pretty website with animations, with perfect pictures, with like the right spacing and all. But in actuality, people don't care. It's just the harsh truth. If we're talking about funnels, people just want to get that transformation. People just want to get that specific outcome, and it doesn't matter if your website or funnel looks back in the 2000s as long as you get them what they want. And actually, I've got a couple of them lined up for you. So I prepared a couple of funnels that I referenced in the past. Number one is this one from Maye de Leon. And if you're actually going to look at this, if you look at my other funnels, it's like close to what I have. It's because Maye is the funnel that I kind of copied, right? So she just uses a lot of pictures. And then you're going to notice one thing, but let me just show you the other funnels first. So here's one for a GHL course, right? It's clean, it's simple, right? This one is more on like the traditional website route, but look at this one. What are you gonna notice, right? It looks ugly. Like look at this. It doesn't follow the traditional modern website practices. He uses a lot of pictures. He uses a lot. The it's just a like one blank white space that was filled up with text and pictures, and that's it. There's no fancy animations. And this one is actually like one of my OGs, one of the goats when it comes to funnels for me. Look at this. He has a video, he has a checkout page here, and then he has a bunch of text here. And that's it. But if you click on this button, look at that. Wow. This one stays here, and then there's a couple of animations. And then look at that. The freaking screen just looks really clean. And now I know I told you funnels should look ugly, but if it's this like well polished, he has a lot of videos showing social proof. He has these moving animations, even the text moves when you scroll down. Like that, it just adds a little bit of flavor, a little bit of uniqueness to your funnel. And look at that. Again, there's FAQs, and then you've got the last part. What you're gonna notice is that it doesn't follow again any sort of rules. You're gonna notice that each of the funnels have their own, you know, way of the way that it was structured, right? But there are a couple of sections that are like staple in every funnel. Number one is what we call like the headline, right? Or the hero section. Now, it comes in a lot of ways, but the main thing that you gotta have at every funnel, at the very first top part, is your bold headline. So average people are now making thousands with this new extraction prompt, allowing them to create and sell products in a day using the same system that made me this amount of money in 23 days. That's a bold statement. If we look at this one, here's how I generate 5 to 10 buyer leads per day for free using ugly funnels set up in an hour, right? Again, same thing. If you look at this one, this new in-depth course reveals how to set up and use high level quickly and effectively. And finally, may I get my entire $37 business model that sells while you sleep. Right? All of them have almost the same structure at the very first part. You got this bold headline that gets your interest. And that's the key thing, right? You gotta have this bold headline that makes you want it, makes you want to scroll down, makes you want to read the whole thing. And then, all right, so your website knowledge is now useless. This isn't a brochure, it's a sales machine. That's what I'm talking about, right? Forget about making everything pretty. There are funnels that work even if it looks like, in the 2000s, but some of them are pretty, such as this one and meh. And again, there are no rules when it comes to design. Rule number two: every section gets a CTA or it dies. No exceptions, no mercy. One goal: get them to buy or book. Everything else is noise. But that's the second thing that I want to show you. Notice that every time we load the website, there's a call to action, a button: unlock my low ticket engine business, get instant access. Actually, this one doesn't have one, which kind of breaks the rule, but this one also has a button. All of them, once you load up the page, should have a button, which is called the call to action button. And, you hear this a lot: CTAs, call to actions. And that just means, do you want the visitor of your funnel to do when they get there? So, unlock my low ticket engine business, get instant access. It should be something that prompts them, I want this. How should I get this? Right? Join the seven figure product extraction prompt. And most of them, actually, the call to action either should just direct them to the checkout page. So, with this, if we click on this one, it should redirect them to the checkout page. Or sometimes it redirects them to a booking link wherein they can schedule a call. So those are the two main CTAs that you have. But there's a lot of them. Like, for example, click this button to download the app. Click this button to like get in a call right now, and so much more. But you gotta have a call to action. Next, rule number three: mobile is your god. Desktop users are cute, but mobile pays the bills. If your button isn't visible on mobile, you're broke. Right? And actually, that's the next thing that I want to show you. You gotta inspect the page and then click this button right here, which like converts the view into a mobile view. And look at this, right? On iPhone 12, this page actually doesn't show the CTA immediately. But let me reduce this as well. See, like that's a problem with Maya's funnel. In iPhone 12, it doesn't show the button. Let's see in iPhone 11, it doesn't show. And you can test this out in multiple different devices. Galaxy S20, again, the button doesn't show up. Let's move to this one. Go back to the main screen. Let's see if the button is visible. There we go. We've got one that actually looks really good. You got the headline, and then you've got the call to action at the bottom. As long as this is visible, you're doing all right. How about this one? Again, we don't even need to test this. He doesn't have a call to action there. Look this one. Inspect. Let's check. There we go. So whatever funnel you have, just make it mobile friendly and mobile optimized. Because like most of your visitors, whether you like it or not, will be coming from mobile. So you gotta optimize it for that. And you've got like a couple of seconds and minutes, tops. When someone visits your website, they're probably not gonna, read all of this. So you've got that very short attention span that you just captured because they already clicked the link, they already went to your funnel, and that short amount of time, you gotta have that button in place. Because the worst thing that could happen is, they're interested, but they can't see the button, and you gotta boil it, you gotta simplify everything down for them to just click the freaking button. If you don't, they might try and try to find a button. What should I do? Right? And you gotta assume that people are stupid, and they are. So you gotta make sure that they see the button clearly visible. There's no other way. There's no other thing to do but just click the freaking button. That's it. And when you're done with your funnel, just have a quick look. When you're scrolling down, does all the text look visible? Do all the pictures fit? Like, can you scroll down? Can you scroll left and right, or can they just scroll up and down? Is that that simple practice will get you a long way. So, for example, Travis's funnel is actually really nice, both in desktop and mobile. And there's no doubt he's making a lot of money with this one. And look at this. I already told you that in every section, I think, yeah, Did we say that? Yeah, every section gets a CTA or dice. If we look back at this one, every section, right from the very first part, when they scroll down, you got the checkout page with the button. When we scroll down, we've got another button, should be here. Oh, there we go. We found a bug on Travis's funnel. Oh, yeah. Actually, his strategy is kind of messy because even though his website looks good, all right, and maybe I can't judge, all right. But if we look at Maya's website or funnel, you got the big button right here. And then when you scroll down, another button right here. Scroll down, let's see, another button right here. So I think you're getting my point, right? If we view this, there's a button right here on the comparison section, and then reviews, and then what this course includes. Let's see, oh, another button. So that's what I mean when every section you gotta have that CTA. Why? Because people are very short attention span. When they are scrolling your page, they might get distracted. What am I supposed to do again? You gotta like repeatedly tell them, get the instant access here. Click this button. Click this button. Click this button. Because the moment that they start scrolling down, blah blah blah, blah, and then they get bored, right? They're just gonna go out of your funnel. So that's why I think you gotta have a button in every single section. And this one, I actually again does not follow that rule because his funnel is actually very short. So it's just like a couple of scrolls. But yeah, I like that rule. Every section gets a CTA or it dies. Number four, right? We're already at number four. Your headline must slap them in the face. Sorry. Your headline again. So I've already like read most of them to you. And every single headline targets a specific client avatar. It just speaks to them. For example, get my entire $37 business model that sells while you sleep. There's a lot of people, right? A lot of people that want to sell while they're sleeping. Let's go to this one. Reveals how to set up high level quickly and effectively. I, I, like I mean, maybe they discovered that business owners are already aware of what GHL is and they're overwhelmed. And this course will reveal how to set everything up quickly and effectively. Maybe that's it. Like that they discovered that it's a big enough problem and transformation. And I don't know, it just doesn't slap to me. But this one actually slaps a lot. This guy has a very ugly funnel, but I really actually like his headline. Here's how I generate 5 to 10 buyer leads per day for free, right? For free. Like, what? You can get 5 to 10 buyer leads for free using ugly funnels? Oh, even more. Like, I want to know that. So if he is selling a lot of, product or services through this funnel, I'm very much curious how this works, right? And that's the main thing with headlines. This one, I've already read it as well, right? Average people. He's targeting anyone that are now making thousands. Wow, like thousands with this new extraction prompt. So what's the extraction prompt? So as you can see, like it's producing a lot of questions in our minds. And that's the main purpose of a headline. If your headline doesn't make you curious, doesn't speak to your target audience, they're not going to even bother scrolling down here. Next, boring headlines. Sorry. Boring headlines equals broke marketers. Make it bold, make it solve their biggest pain, make them need to read more. So, as you can see, like funnels, even though they're ugly, even though they don't follow any sort of like modern website rules and design, they have specific functionalities. Again, this whole thing gets us our sale, our headline gets them curious, our call to action gets them to the checkout page. So those are like the key components of the funnel. And let's now move on to rule number 5. One page or death. Multiple pages equals multiple chances to lose them, right? Their brain resets every click, keep them trapped in your funnel prison. And that's why look look at our funnels again. They all are just one big ass long page. Like look, it's all long and it's all one page. And don't try and experiment with having 2, 3, 4, 5 pages for a funnel because it's proven already that it's not gonna work. We want them to lock in just one page. Scroll down if you need to. Just freaking click the button. That's it. And I like how simple all of them work. And it is just still blows my mind that companies spend thousands of dollars on modern websites with a lot of pages, but no one actually reads. No one actually views them. Like, remember, when was the last time you visited a website? Oh, let me just look at all the pages here, right? You got this funnel that's super simple. It just goes through a journey from start to finish. And that finish is getting you that sale. So one page or death. And I mean that. You can like put the checkout page like this one in another page as long as that second page is the checkout. Don't put like a header here telling homepage, blog. Don't even the footer should not lead to any other links. Look at this. Do they put any links here aside from the checkout page? No. Even though Well3 actually has like their privacy policy, and I think you should have. So these funnels don't actually comply with that. But the important thing is like all of them. Look at this. This is my favorite as well. Jeff's funnel. Bold headline: for those who want clients within 48 hours. A 90 minutes animate recorded video call of me showing exactly how to get clients online as little as 48 hours using unique and intuitive marketing strategies you can implement today. And look at this, he doubled down. He has two buttons right here. And actually, if you look again in one of my funnels, I kind of copied this one. Look at this. Oh, actually, look at this. He's got the button, big red button, the middle part. There's no doubt that anyone who goes to this funnel isn't going to click that, right? Yes, I want. And then it's very short, but it works, right? Now, what you're going to notice again, going back to the main topic, is that they're all one page. Look at all the links here. It's just going to the checkout page. That's it. And Travis actually created something here wherein his checkout page is built in at step one. When you click this, it goes here. When we scroll down, look at this. While you're scrolling down, that's why he doesn't have a call to action at every section, because the call to action is visible in the desktop. It's always here. It's stapled at the right side. So this one, it doesn't have a call to action here. But as you can see, like wherever you go, there's a call to action. Click on this, goes here. Click any button in the page, it just goes to the checkout page. I think I've nailed that point down. I'm not going to repeat myself anymore. Just make sure that it's one page. Rule number 6, right? Ugly converts, pretty starves. Your funnel isn't winning design awards, it's making you money. Stop trying to impress art critics. And like, I think this is one of the things that you gotta forget, or like you gotta grain into your mind. Your first funnel is probably gonna suck. Your first funnel is probably gonna be very ugly. And you think that no one's gonna want to read it, no one's gonna want to view it, but you're gonna be surprised that the key with all of this, right, isn't the design, it's the content, it's the story. If you're able to write good copy, so if you hear copy in the internet, it may be, it's not copy and paste, but it's the words that you put on your funnel. That's it. Like, copy is what you put on your social media posts, copy is what you put on your funnels. As long as you're good, you know how to speak the language of your ideal customers. Like, let me show you this one. Learn how I turned a $37 digital product into 200K in 6 months, completely on autopilot. I mean, that's like already a banger without talking to using specific words. Just hits hard, right? How was she able to make 200K with just a 37 digital product, trusted by over 3,000 coaches, creators, freelancers, and service providers to make daily sales? We know that this is her target ideal client avatar. There we go. She uses a lot of pictures. He has like this ability that just makes the user feel for her, right? She's doing this for her family. I think she's trying to target people who are also in the same position. A lot of us are trying to provide for our family, are trying to do what's best for the people we love. Will this work for my niche? She's trying to answer the questions that are already on the ideal client avatar's mind. Will this work for my niche? Maybe, she receives a lot of questions from people who are interested. Will this work for my niche? Came up a lot of times. She's just trying to handle that objection immediately through the section. Then FAQs. This is very important. And this is usually before the checkout page. So who is this course for? What if they don't have any digital products? Here's how my $37 low ticket engine helped me go from zero to making six figures in 6 months. I mean, I want to look at something that's more personal. Yeah, this one. Maybe, she's just trying to relate with her target users using the pictures. I want to show you something more concrete. Without endless testing, burning cash on ads, or spending 3 months building a perfect funnel. So he knows that his ideal client avatar are facing this same problem. So this is how you like just target people through the sub headlines like this one, and then pictures. That's it. And then you gotta like put a bunch of social proof, like receipts, messages from clients. This one he's showing, his ads, and then this guy's chat, and then he even has like a video here. Now look at Travis's. I think he's just a master at this one. All right. There are two types of solopreneurs that will see this page. Right. From the very first line, we already know he's trying to target solopreneurs, people like me, people who are on their own, who want to make money, those who spend months looking around hoping their future will just happen, and those that realize now is their moment and take action to build their future. So he knows with like a lot of data. Maybe he's talked to a lot of people, he's already like got a lot of sales, and he notices that most of them are solopreneurs. Most of them want action, want to build their future. Oh, there we go. This is like perfect. This is why if you know the people who are like want to buy your product, you can create something like this. Right now, you're probably struggling to create a profitable digital product, watching others launch simple products, feeling overwhelmed by complex marketing funnels, product creation strategies, and endless AI noise. Worried that you're missing the golden window of opportunity with AI and digital product sales, just like we all missed out on the e commerce boom. Frustrated because every idea you have feels incomplete or worse, not good enough to sell. Like all of these are just hard hitting points. These are all actually like valid with me. When I am reading this, like there's an emotion that gets struck in me because I can relate to it. And that's the power of funnels, right? It doesn't need to be the best design because design won't get you sales. It's this right here. It's the freaking copy. Again, I'm not an expert at this. Even the one that you're gonna look at with my funnels, I did not create that. And I'll show you a shortcut I have. But like before, people would pay a lot of money for this one. But now you've got AI. And the worst part, every day that goes by, someone else is launching a product that you could have created. Like your funnel does the selling instead of you manually answering their messages through chat, through call. Your funnel is your salesperson. And what you're going to see here is just basically what a salesperson would say in the first place. And the good thing, like the best thing actually with funnels, is that it's live 24/7. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't get tired. It's just there. It's a money making machine. And that's why funnels are very important. And once you set up one funnel that, just converts, is another way of saying getting the sale. One funnel that gets you a lot of sales, it can basically run for the longest time that you can run ads to. So yeah, I think I've nailed this down again. Ugly converts, pretty starves. Focus on the copy. All right, let's now move on to like more of the practical strategies. Rule number 7: steal like your rent depends on it. So like I've showed you a lot of funnels here. Don't just copy them, right? Copy like an artist. And if you look at my funnels, I am not targeting people who want to create digital products. I am targeting people who are interested in automation because I want to create this very tight knit community of smart people who are interested in AI and automation and just want to upskill. I looked at this funnel and I thought, wow, this is a great funnel. Let me get the best parts of it. I am not going to copy it word for word, right? I'm just going to get what I want and customize it to my own liking. So, for example, this one, again, if you look at my funnels, it has the same structure, but I think she kind of changed it. So like there will be differences, but the sections, the images are different on my end. It's personal, and that's why even though you're trying to copy it, you are making it your own. And I highly suggest that you can't just copy a funnel and be good with it. But actually, there's a tool that I want to kind of recommend. It's called SuperCloner. You can clone high level funnel and website pages in seconds. For example, I like this, and I know this is GHL, right? I don't have a tool here to show you, but I just know that this is GHL. And you can use SuperCloner, and it's a Chrome extension. Once you click on it, you can import the funnel to your GHL, and you can customize it. You don't need to like hire a funnel designer. You can just copy one that works on another person's funnel and then just customize it. And I think it's pretty much cheap, especially if $25 is nothing compared to if you're going to hire someone to be a funnel designer. So $25, you can already copy Travis's like funnel. But I actually bought this one, and I'm gonna show you a shortcut that he gave. So this is the prompts, and there's so much. This is the extraction prompt that he has, and he details from section 1 to section 9, I think. He's got everything here. And you can just go and copy all of this, give it over to ChatGPT or Claude, and then it's automatically going to ask you the right questions. What are you trying to provide? What's your service? What's your product? Who's your target clients? And then that's how you can easily like write your own copy. Again, you don't need to be an expert at like copywriting, but you do need to learn how to speak the language of your clients. And that's it. Like that's the power of AI. The heavy work is already done. You don't need to hire anyone. You don't like people would have charged thousands just to write this, just to write the copy for your funnel. But with AI, it just opened up the field for anyone. You can go and copy all of this, right? Put it to ChatGPT or Claude and then create your own copy. And last practical tip, you can go to Firecrawl, right? Because if you're going to just copy this one, like this one, I'm guaranteeing you that it's gonna it's gonna be messy. All right. I'm just gonna tell you that let's say we copy this one. Let me open up my notepad. I started that. There we go. And then if we copy paste this one, there we go. It's not telling the AI this is the headline, this is on the left side, this is on the right side, this is an image, right? It includes unknown elements, and that's gonna like probably mess up some of your copy. And I've got this tool that I know. It's called Firecrawl, and it's free. You got a couple of credits. You don't even need to like put in your credit card. Let's say we wanna get the details of this. I copied the link, and then let's go to Firecrawl. Let me just show you my usage. As you can see, like you've got 500 credits, and I've only used one. And when you go to Playground, again, type the LinkedIn, and start scraping, right? And there we go. It's that easy. They already provided it in like markdown format with the hashtags, with the asterisks. And now, oh, that's actually weird. It even got the like phone numbers. But you can clean that up. The important thing here is that this one is a title. And those with two hashtags are like subtitles. And then this one is an image. And you can now copy this one. They even have like a JSON format. Copy this one, put it in ChatGPT, and then put this same prompt, and you got yourself your landing page copy in just a couple of minutes without you even needing to learn anything. So that's AI, that's Firecrawl, that's prompting. Now, I think we're almost there. I've already mentioned this before, but rule number 8, test everything or lose everything. Broken funnels equals broken dreams. Click every button, click every link. Your future millionaire self will thank you. Well, I mean, the main idea of this rule number 8 is just test everything. Why? Because let's say you're running ads, right? You're paying money for people to go to your website, to your funnel. And then when they go to your funnel, it shows up as 404 or insecure or any other error. And your hard earned money that's supposed to be working for you is now costing you or burning you because you didn't set up your funnel. You didn't like the common problems you have is like when you click this button, it doesn't go to the checkout page. It goes to another link, which shouldn't be. Another thing is like images not loading, probably because they're too big. They're megabytes. You should compress them. And there's a lot of like tools. And I think GoHighLevel or other platforms are already compressing the images so that they load faster. Happens, all right? When we refresh this page, is actually very much optimized. Like look at that. No images are loading, and that's a sign of a good funnel. Another thing is like you might have deleted the section. You forgot to put it back. Another thing is there's a lot of typos, and that has a possibility for visitors to be turned off because you've got a typo. Just test, just view your funnel as if you are one of the users or visitors of your funnel. And you might know that after a couple of glances, you think, oh, this would be better if we add this, and this would be better if we deleted this one or replaced it, right? And that's the beauty of just testing it, and especially the checkout page, right? If you don't like make this working, your funnel is as good as dead because they're already interested. And then the moment that they're about to give you the money, your checkout doesn't work. Like that's the worst. I mean, the worst thing that your funnel is going to be doing, costing you money when they should be paying customers. So make sure that your checkout is working, and whether the platform you're using, whether it's GHL or system or whatever funnel builder you have, they sometimes have a test environment, a test checkout page. You can use that. But maybe there are times when they don't have, and the best thing that you can do is just input your card, and it might cost you like some pennies, but at least you know that your checkout works, right? So that's it. Just test it. Then we're almost there. Rule number 9, templates are your secret weapon. Don't build from scratch like an amateur. Use proven templates, then let AI write your copy. Work smarter, not harder. Now, depending on the platform that you're using, like GHL, actually is able to accept templates from other creators. Like for example, let me show you my funnels. I've got two here, and both of them I don't even like own. I got this from other courses, other funnel builders. So this is from Travis's. If you look at it, right, let's view it. I just imported it over to my GHL, and then if we look at it, this one, I just got almost the same funnel that Travis has here. Right, it's the same thing. It's just different colors. I don't have his video. I don't have his images, but I do have the structure. When we click on this, it's gonna open up, and here we go. I've got the animations. I'm just gonna like edit this. I'm just gonna put over my copy, and that's why I freaking love GHL. I freaking love templates. I am not gonna spend like days just trying to put this button right here, changing this color right here, making sure that all of them follow the same font. That's the beauty of templates. And if you are interested in getting this, I can share you my link. Just comment funnel below. Right. And I've got another funnel by Jeff himself, free masterclass. Right. So the one that I showed you a while ago with the big red button, I got this same funnel. Again, I can modify this however I want. I don't need to like, make this rectangle this size with this rounding. I don't need to like set the link when you click this button. That's the beauty of templates. Oh, by the way, this page, when you try and move your mouse out of the screen, is gonna put this pop up in front of you just to add that extra bit of conversion. And then you're gonna see that there are funnel steps, and that's why you can't have multiple links on the page because you have the steps. And if you look at what a funnel looks like in a nutshell, it's just step one, and then they move to step two, and then they move to step three, and then they get the sale. Right? That's it. You don't need again to overcomplicate it. Now, let's go back here. So yeah, if you want this funnels, let me know. And I think it's the last rule, right? Like you're talking to a third grader. And I think this goes back to what I've already told a while ago. Aside from talking to your ideal customers, you gotta talk like you're talking to a third grader. Why? Because people, again, are stupid. People are not always focusing all the time. People have shorter attention spans. People just don't focus like we used to. So if you're able to talk to a third grader, you can basically talk to anyone. Big words equals small bank account. Simple sells. Complicated confuses. Kills conversions. And I've got a tool that I use. It's called Hemingway. And it's a free tool wherein you can put your copy here, right? Let's actually try. Oh, I deleted my Varcol tab, but it's automatically going to highlight red if the sentence you have is like complex. If it's red, the more red you have and the more yellows you have, the more like boring, the more complex the sentence is, and people are not gonna read that. I promise you. You notice this in reading ChatGPT answers. If it gets complex, we just freaking skip. We just tell it, explain this to me like I'm a 5-year-old. And this is like a really cool app that you can use to try and, for example, this one, you can utilize a simple word. You can just say you can use and remove the color. Adverbs, passive voice, and other weakening phrases are marked in blue. And if you're not good at grammar, again, don't worry because you can just tell ChatGPT, all right, make this one, make this third grade reading level, make this simpler, make this shorter. Again, you don't need to be expert at the English language because you got AI. So yeah, I've got this one last note. Remember, break these rules and your funnel dies. Follow them and your bank account lives. And I've got this diagram that actually discusses all of it in a straightforward way. When a funnel visitor enters, are we mobile first design? Right? If we are, is our headline bold? Pain point solution, curiosity hook. Does it solve a problem? Does it does it tell the visitor a transformation? Promise a transformation, right? If it does, the CTA visible above the fold, meaning like above when you visit through a mobile screen, is it visible, mobile optimized? And then forget about rules. This is a funnel, single page only, no external links, no distractions. CTA in every section. One goal, check out or book call. I already told you this. Intentionally simple design. Story and offer is better than pretty design. Actually, you kind of notice this whenever you go to social media. Why are memes going viral? Why do they get lots of reactions, lot of comments? It's because of the simplicity nature of it. You're not seeing memes that are highly produced. It's because our brains are just programmed that way. The simpler thing is, the simpler we can understand it, the simpler that we can take action on it. And that's why I kind of despise at this point website designers that make websites super cool, super, you know, great. When in reality, people just admire the animations, but they don't convert. And I don't have like a specific statistic on this. I don't have my own set of data, but I do have a principle of keeping things stupidly simple. Then you got to research competitors, study their ads and funnels, reverse engineer success. So that's what I did when I was starting out. I did not take any course, funnel design course. I did not even watch any YouTube videos. I just went to what was working for other people. I saw that, Maye has this funnel, and I already know that this works because I'm bombarded with her ads before. I know this also works because their ads are all pointing to this funnel. I know this works again with the same thing. I know this works because Travis hasn't changed anything here for months now. And you know that these funnels work, and that means that if you do something similar, but make sure you're copying like an artist, that your funnel will work. Right? So what I did is, aside from trying and copying this, but I even bought the course of Travis. I bought Jeff Miller's, and I looked at their funnel steps. So that's like one of the things that you can't simply copy without spending. So you gotta put in your money, check, all right, what happens when you click this button? What happens when we pay? Do they have an upsell? Do they have like a downsell? Do they have a thank you page? What does their thank you page looks like? And you can start to get a lot of ideas just by going through their funnels. Again, we know that this works. Use templates, speed up process, AI for copy. I already told you this. Simple copy, third grade reading level, clear and direct. Test everything, ensure all links work, mobile and desktop. Right. And this is where the paths converge or diverge. If any of these steps are missing, you gotta go back here, right? You gotta optimize and retry. Again, I'm gonna tell you that your funnels will suck at the very first funnel that you create, but as long as you keep on getting better, optimizing it, looking at what's working with other people, going back to this list, I promise you that your funnels will convert. Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm just telling you what works for me, what I did, and I hope you got a lot of value from this one. So that's it. That's my funnel 101. Don't forget the commandments. Don't forget the simplicity of what a funnel is. And if you want this specific checklist, I can put it down as well. Yeah, let me know what comments you have, suggestions, clarifications in the comments. Thanks.